because he already knew that his son was died. What a cool. He never told us until just not up to a year ago. Lashiri, Odabe. Or until just 1 year ago, not up to a year ago, he was already aware that the son was dead. Blessing had told him, but he didn't tell the public that. He made us understand as though what hurts him that made him come to the public. Shengbo, the reason why he's dodging DNA till tomorrow, what hurt him was because they exempted him from the sharing of the will. When he realized from Blessing, they had called him, you know what he bury your money? So when he what he àwọn pín ogún lawyer ti pé ogún tó pín wọ́n dẹ̀ ti sọ pé they are coming tomorrow ìjọba ìyó Saturday will come. Later ìyá Mohbad, knowing who he is, knowing that Baba Mohbad, Joframe, he's a womanizer, he's a spendthrift, he's a greedy man, he's a man that kò ní ṣe ẹ̀yàn ọmọ ẹ̀ dáadáa, wọ́n wá pera wọn lẹ́yìn. You understand? Wunmi and Baba Mohbad, they are the same. Èèyàn kan náà ni wọ́n from the same lineage. Ṣọ́rọ̀ mi yé yín, ìyẹn náà ó ní ulterior motive tiẹ̀. Ṣọ́rọ̀ mi yé yín sìn. So the two of them, they agree because Baba Mohbad ti rò pé èmi ni mo máa pín ogún yẹn, lawyer kan máa wà as a ceremonial head ni. So they now gba gbogbo kíní yẹn wọ́n gbé gba ẹ̀yìn Joframe. But when they took it behind him, they now went behind him. Joframe was exempted. Blessing, Adura, Wunmi, Mama Mohbad, ó ṣe meeting pọ̀ pẹ̀lú lawyer your Joframe. That is what made Joframe angry. Because he was exempted from the will. Not because he cared to know. You understand? The cause of death. He had already buried his son. He from the story gone. Remember, ìyá Ọlọ́ládé àbí what that one tí wọ́n fi sẹ́wọ̀n nínú court. Ìyá that we now discovered it takes him out to go and do jazz. You know that one was saying it pé nǹkan tó ṣayé ẹ̀ nìyẹn. They were already angry. He was angry towards his son. He didn't care if ó ti believe pé ó ṣekú para ẹ̀ ni. His death came from his being too close to Wunmi them's family. What now hurt him the most is that they exempted him from being the head to share the will, to share that boy's estate. Are you getting me? That is what hurt him. That is why he now decided that he wanted the public so that they can do fracas. The money he now saw that it's possible he may not be able to get from Mohbad's will. He now wanted any little people, anybody that comes with 100,000, 200,000, anybody that just comes with money, he was taking them on board. He didn't care about justice for his son. He's not after justice for his son. If he was after justice for his son, he would have stayed put with, can I tell you who? Berekete. That man wanted to get justice for him, and that man warned him, do not raise shingbai from the public. He left there because he didn't want that. The man wasn't handing over money to him. He didn't want that. They all, he and Guresi left there. They decided to raise money from the public. They wanted money. The reason why he has not gone for DNA, from now till tomorrow, is because he's not interested. Because if they discover that Liam is a true child of Mohbad, you know that majority of that thing is going to Liam. He doesn't want to know. He doesn't want that reality to ever come to reality. If you can calm your brain down and go and look at the story from the beginning, you will see that everything I tell you people is the truth. I know you will abuse me. I don't care. But the truth still remains. Mohbad's father is one of the people that do not want justice for Mohbad. No sane human being, no human being on earth will leave their child. Will leave their child. See, Owen's mother, can I shock you people? The demise of their child, their last born, is what took the life of that woman. She has other kids. Yes, baby. What is it?
Come. Don't say it. You see the auntie is here? Don't eat it. Is she related to me?
Yeah. I'll come later.
Just say it.
No, son, I'm busy. I'm busy now. This my son is an historian. Oh my baby, question everything. Oh my baby, mommy this. I always want clarity. And not now. I have to do my chat. The back party chatting me. Big baby ni baby. Oh my baby. Oh my ask question everything. Tí o bá. Oh my baby. Oh dem ma fẹ́ kó sọ. Mi ti ríru ti ẹ̀yẹn rí. Bóyá ó máa ṣe àwọn tó máa ń wádìí àwọn scientists àbí kí ni mo fẹ́ ní ó máa ṣe. Okay, so where was I before my son came in? Should I say rudely interrupted me? You say, mommy, why? How did I interrupt you? So now, where was I? Sorry. Where was I gone? Where was I?
The love of Baba Mohbad tí ó fẹ́ justice fún ọmọ ẹ̀ kò fẹ́ ṣe DNA ibi tẹ́ stop dé nìyẹn.
He doesn't. He's not interested. Well, he's not interested in that DNA. Ọlọ́run ẹlẹ́dàá kò ní interest. His fear is if that boy, it is discovered pé ọmọ Liam ọmọ Mohbad ni, you know, gbogbo wa a máa shush. And you remember all of us had said it, that if that boy really is Mohbad's child, you know, that ends the story. Mohbad's father will not have anything. He should go and sit down. Let the boy come and lọ náà nìyẹn. Ó láti jogún bàbá ẹ̀ náà. Àbí ibo lẹ ti rí táwọn òbí. He doesn't want that to come a reality. He is scared. He's just looking for everything to distract the public. That's why I hold on to him too. As then I went to Bowen. Yeah, Bowen. Dowen is Dowen, Abi Bowen, one of the two is Dowen. That boy, do you know? They just brought out the burial ceremony. That is a family. I'm not saying that Mama Mohbad should die. Koku, do you understand? That child is that woman's last born. But you can tell that they believe that they failed. She personally believed that she failed her child. She couldn't live anymore. Go and check her age. She's 50 something. They fought the battle to seek justice for their child. Yeah? And the court ruled in favor of the kids. The kids were discharged and acquitted. You understand? Because it was said that it was some kids that bullied that child to die. You wanted to buy. But it was ruled in their favor that no, it wasn't. So, and the man is still convinced, even after private autopsy, this one autopsy, postmortem, everything. The man is still convinced that they died his child. He's still appealing his head. He was forced to bury that child. The woman couldn't live anymore. She died from the day she lost that child. Look at Yeye Mohbad. Just go and look at their lifestyle. You will be asking me, don't the boy, is it the only child of the father, of their parents? No, the child is only 10 years old. They have not even started eating the fruit of their labor. See the way those people, forget that they have money. Forget that they have money. They fought as though somebody have predicted to them that that child is the one that will take care of them. If they do not get justice for that child, they fought with their own might and their strength. Did you see them coming to the public for money or anything? So, and in the end, the mother still died. Go find a space in her heart to forgive herself. She died because of her one child. Meanwhile, she has other children. We are not saying that Mama Mohbad should die. But look at her actions after the demise. In fact, she was working in conjunction with native doctor, it was that one, black, white, and what's his name? And Bodulawa. They intended to come and fraud us to get more money from us so that they can pocket all that, lying to us that they want to She will confess they were trying to fraud the public, and you people are still sitting down around talking about this family. Baba Mohbad Doframe that ate public money that they are meant to use to seek justice for his son, that they are meant to use to look for what took the life of his son, that they are meant to use to try and make sure he was using it to sleep with women. And you people have forgotten that Wunmi, that knows that she and Baba Mohbad, they are the same, she made a statement, and that statement should be ringing a bell in everybody's head. If you people know who this man is, you will stone him to pie. And it is true. The moment many of us start knowing who this man is, are we not stoning? Are we not throwing rocks at him? The case is dead. The only thing that will give that boy justice, the only thing, and I will still say it here, I've told many of you, is God. Baba Mohbad, Adura, Iya Mohbad, what's this one's name? Wunmi, all of them, they are all liars. They are all the ones, they know, all of them, they are just after money. They just want to inherit. And they came to swindle the public. Are you getting me? I can tell you with my full chest. I can tell you people with my full chest. All of us that spent our money, spent many things on this family, on this case, and everything like that. We are regretting already. But leave us till 4-5 years there. We'll regret the more. Because more revelation about this family will come out to us, and many of us will be slapping ourselves like this. Whoa, kì í ṣe èèyàn tó dáa. Whoa, kì í ṣe èèyàn tó dáa. All those the DPP should go and they are going to sue Naira Marley. Is it not Baba Mohbad himself, Doframe, that told us that all the things that Naira Marley did to Mohbad, when people were shouting in the beginning, even though I will not even support you people to go against Naira Marley anymore. I will state my reason for you people now. When they were saying it in the beginning, that many people, all of us, we were cursing Naira Marley, especially Sam Larry. Me too, ṣe pé fún Naira Marley mi ò ní parọ́. Mo kàn sọ pé tó bá yẹ pé ó bully ó máa jẹ̀yà, ó máa ṣe kinní kan. But Sam Larry mo wà lára àwọn tó bu. Mo títí dì sí gan, I can't still like it. Mo sorry gan, kò sí bí mo ṣe fẹ́ like it. Torí mo ti dislike it. I was the one that tagged Ọba Elegushi. I tagged him. I tagged him up. I tagged it. I personally tagged him. Because
I always tell them, Kudi. I always tell them. I always tell them that it was there on your live on Facebook that
yes, I called him out. I tagged him that he should make sure he put a disclaimer on Sam Larry. That if he doesn't do it, then he must know something about this matter, because this case is getting out of hand. This is what they are saying about Sam Larry. This is what Sam Larry, they are saying that he's in affiliation with him and blah blah. And immediately, before I woke up the next day, that man, his public office, put a disclaimer out that he is not in any way affiliated to Sam Larry, that they should please segregate him from Sam Larry. It was Doframe that told us, you remember, he said that no, people should not come for Sam Larry. Okon chastise ni. Naira Marley. Okon chastise Mohbad ni. He has no hand in the demise of
ó fi àgbà rán.
Ó fi àgbà, ó fi ń kọ ni, ó ń kọ, ó ń jẹ́ kí ó fẹ́ kí that was what he told us. When the wife came out and was shouting, Sam Larry ni, Naira Marley ni, Naira Marley lọ́mọ òun pariwo títí ó fi kú. Meanwhile, the woman you people are listening to, this same woman you people are listening to, is the same woman that came out and was telling you people, èmi ò ní dá ẹ wù mí, kí ni ìwà tí ìyàwó ọmọ ẹ fẹ́ nípọ̀ tó máa sọ fún public pé tí wọ́n bá tiẹ̀ dà mí, èmi ò ní dá ẹ. Tí about them. The same woman that came out and was saying Monday lomo onwuku, she was even the one that originally made us to understand that it was Monday before they went to speak into her ears, and she tried to change it. The same woman, you people are listening to her, to come and tell you people another story. The same woman that came out and was, after this one was shouting that their girlfriend was saying they should go for DNA and was saying DNA, she came out and was dancing. Yokolu kini orin ọmọ tó wá kan gbà yẹn, she was singing for Liam. She was singing for Liam. Ìyẹn ni gbogbo yín wá ń dá lóhùn. All this rubbish they are doing is to still stay ṣàṣàngélé. Liam ò tọrọ bàtà lọ́wọ́ wọn o, ṣàṣàngélé. The same woman, are you people understanding? The same Darosha that claims he is not working under, he has his money. Folashade said that Darosha already has his money. We don't know him. After the demise of Mohbad, he was the one that went to change all the password of all the Mohbad's new company's name. You know, when he left Naira Marley, he's the one that went to change all the password. That same Darosha. What is paining Baba Mohbad now is that all Mohbad stuff, Mama Darosha and Adura and Wunmi, they are in charge. They exempted him because he on his own wants to be the one to share it. And he won't share it fairly. He will grab everything. Afi fún ìyá Ọláládé ní ma fi bá yẹn sùn gẹ́gẹ́ bí wọ́n ṣe sọ, allegedly á dẹ̀ ma fi kóyàwó kiri. He will not give it to Liam if Liam is truly Mohbad's child. And why has he not done DNA? At least to clear that one. That one is the easiest one out of the whole thing you people are all waiting for.
Yes, ma, Kudi, ma. Sorry, ma. What ruined the whole case of Mohbad was when money started getting involved. And they started realizing that if we cooperate to a certain stage, this whole game of financial reimbursement coming from the public will come to an end. So, in as long as they stay quiet and then they leave the whole thing under investigation, and once in a while they come online and make that funny cry or funny statement, then people reimburse them money again. Apart from the other money they're getting on behalf of that boy and his debt. So, basically, this is the main reason. Poverty is the reason for all this. Poverty has caused an hindrance to the real justice that has to be done because they've been getting money from his debt.
Exactly. In summary, go and check from antecedent. He fought with African TV because of money. Antecedent, he fought with all the Brekete because of money. Because Brekete told him, do not go out there and seek help, financial help from anywhere. I, single-handedly, I want to handle this, the financial aspect. He ran away from there because he didn't like that. Anybody that is giving him money, I'm talking of Joe Frame now, and Wunmi on her own side knows all the parts that she has pakurumo covered her end. Ó ti settle ara lórí ọ̀rọ̀ owó ọmọ yẹn náà ni. Darosha too, shortly after ó ṣe wedding, Folashade said ó lówó tiẹ̀. Where and how? They are all workers of Mohbad. Wunmi stated it clearly. Gbogbo wọn pátá abẹ́ Mohbad ni wọ́n ti ń jẹun. Without him, oxygen ò sí lára gbogbo wọn àti ìyá àti bàbá. Without Mohbad on earth. That is why they continued with the public. He was their source of livelihood. Darosha, did you see the elaborate engagement he did? Ibo ló fẹ́ ti rí owó. It was Mohbad. It was Mohbad. Only source of livelihood. After the demise of that boy, his record label, ó ti di orúkọ ara tiẹ̀. Gbogbo network tí wọ́n lọ change yẹn, gbogbo password tí wọ́n lọ shade àwọn Darosha yẹn, ẹ lọ bí wọ́n. If they have said pay, the boy was stopping all musical kini, ibo lowo yen lo. Account wo ni owo yen lo.
Ma,
Account wo.
as a musical producer, man, the money, all its royalties, 100% of all its royalties, because everything is actually basically established on his name, his account. So every royalties belongs to him, even till now. So obviously, they are getting the royalties because after his demise, his music skyrocketed, and that is
Rocketed.
that's a billion we're talking about here. Because there's no producer, there's no record label taking any percentage of him. So every of his money is 100% is own.
I question that house, that big house. Tí wọ́n lọ gbé ìyá Mohbad sí. I will not be surprised if Darosha then paid for that house, or that the ones paying for that place. A native doctor went and started staying with them. The story is not clear. Don't mind these people. They are lying to you people. Baba Mohbad, Joe Frame knows he has lost. Àwọn ti side yẹn, ó ti settle ara wọn pẹ̀lú owó ọmọ ẹ̀. He's now settling himself from the public. That's why all the millions people are asking, ẹni pé ẹ fomi lò, ó ti lọ. You people are saying nothing. So they still want to stay relevant. Ni wọ́n ṣe mislead that son. And I'm surprised that for a son to take on board, you understand, for a son to take on board that Naira Marley, Prime Boy, and Sam Larry be brought back into the case, when you know that when what's his name, Mohbad died, these two people were not even in the country. Sam Larry, I'm sorry to use the word, I dislike him. Me too, like it. Even though it was simple, only a singular video that I saw where Zlatan and Mo were sitting in a place and he came looking like he wanted to beat them, especially Mo. I didn't see him touch Mo in any of the video. Have we all questioned ourselves? Who sent out all those videos? What is the intention of the people that sent out that video? Why did they confuse us, the public, so much? The people that work, the friends of Mohbad. Have we really sat down to think of it, that who were the people that sent out a video of incidences that have happened months before the demise of Mo quite 2023. Some of it had happened 2022. In fact, all of it that they sent out had happened 2022. Have we really sat down to consider what is the intention of the people that sent out that video? Why were they misleading us? Why all these people, his record, his family and his workers, DJ Bami, spending, all of them, why were they misleading all of us? Have we really thought of it? Why have they all that were with Mohbad? Why have they not all said one thing that is same? Why is it that this one says another, this one says another? Why are we not addressing that? You understand? Even though I'm out of the game, I can't really be bothered. I'm only coming to say we are all the cases is all dead on arrival. Hence the reason why the police can't do anything, because the information that we have or they have is the same information we have, and they cannot act on hearsay. They will only act on evidences, and the evidences they have is spending and the nurse are the only thing that they can. The only thing I'm still asking is that aside spending and the nurse, the wife, Adura, DJ, all of them also, they need to be taken back to the court because they are all suspects. How on earth can you people be around somebody? Then the father and the mother, if there's anything they call, we should ignore them. We should ignore them. They have eaten enough from the public. They have eaten enough from the public. Leave them. If they like, they should bury their child. If they like, they shouldn't bury their child. If they like, they should. It is their child. But I know everyone, the ones that have come to confuse us, the ones that come to lie to us, every one of them in that family, they are going to eat. They will suffer what they did to we, the public, because we are the victims. These people used us. All of them, they are all criminals, and they will all suffer what they did to Mohbad. Mohbad was feeding 15 people. Aside that, he was feeding his in-laws too. Yes, I can say that with my full chest. He was feeding his in-laws. After all, after it is not when we now heard that the auntie to Wumi and the mother to Wumi, all of them, the auntie to me is a minder and getting paid, taking care of Liam. Is that not enough? How can a boy be as big as that? He didn't have an account in his name. Yeye. Oh my God. And then the useless friends he had. May we not, God forbid, I will not have any of them as a child. All his friends, they are all after what they want to eat. Wallahi talai. Adura is the worst out of all of them. Adura, a blood brother. A blood brother is the worst out of all of them. Adura is the worst out of all of them. Me oriri. You can imagine, God forbid it happens to any of us. Omo yami. Ẹ má pa èmi náà. Kí ló fẹ́ stop mi láti sọ òótọ́ nǹkan tí mo rí ní òtítọ́ àti lódodo. You can tell Adura is lying. He has been lying since and he's still lying till tomorrow. But Mohbad will deal with them. I know Mohbad is gone, but his spirit will deal with all of them, one after another. And all the public that scattered the justice for Mohbad, in conjunction with Baba Mohbad, one side, in conjunction with Mama Mohbad, one side, in conjunction with Wumi, one side, in conjunction with Adura, one side. Gbogbo wọn pátá. He is also the one taking care of Darusha. Darusha, which job does Darusha have? Which job? They should show us. Who knows any of them? If not for Mohbad, do you know the family before? If not for Mohbad, he had no account in his name. You can imagine a boy at the age of 26 had no account in his name. Not only that, and he's a multi-billionaire. A multi-billionaire. Have you heard it before? Have you ever heard such a thing before? And you expect anybody to continue with this kind of family? That's why the court have discharged and acquitted. He's dead on arrival. Because case. You can't take back the court.
They didn't acquit them.
Without no evidence.
They did not acquit them.
See. It's what they see. The facts.
They did not acquit them, Yeye Kudi. They only discharged them.
They discharge them. Okay, not acquitted. Or they can still bring them in if there's anything linking to them with evidence. Do you understand? I've told you people a lot of times that the court does not deal on hearsay. Because you know that emotions, these emotions, you people be running up and down on the social media. Tell mama rope, a native doctor, tell mama sọ̀rọ̀ bala. The courts we don't listen to such things. It's all the social media. It owes nothing in the court of law. You must see that evidence. That is why the evidence they have so far states clearly, which is what we also have. Clearly, these people were not in the country when Mohbad died. So how on earth can we hold them accountable for the demise of Mo? How on earth? They were not around him. They were not there. And the other guy who was his former manager, Baba Tunde, how can we then hold them? How can we hold on to them? So it's common sense. We can't be, Etiman was sentimental and mama run emotions. Emotions don't hold anything in the court of law. And ignorance will matter under the law. Ignorance. Many of you, sorry, not you here, a lot of you talk unintelligently and senselessly. Not you now. Then I can't believe a son will listen to people and they will listen to them to go and bring back what is the new evidence you have? What is the thing that you can produce to help the court? When in the beginning of the case, when it mattered, you, the father, you are going to bury your son. If not for the public. If not for the public, do you know that, assuming that they have agreed with Baba Mohbad, Joe Frame, that they settle this matter within, he will be the one to share whatever Mohbad left behind for them. What brought us to where we are now is because they exempted him. Oh, they kó pín ogún ọmọ tó bí, nǹkan tó dùn nìyẹn. Nǹkan tó dùn nìyẹn. Tá tó fi tàn wá débi tàdé. Tóun náà wá wò pé when he said seeing that people were not having pity on him, ó fún òun lówó. Òun náà yára pé agbọ́tẹ̀lé tó bá ti mówó wá, same thing as Iya Mohbad. She was trying to patch with Wunmi, but Wunmi is smarter than all of them. Ó smart, ó ṣe wọ̀nba, ó tarí ẹ̀ dànù. Ìyẹn fẹ́ dá dúró ń tiẹ̀ ni. All of them. How can you hear that your child had died? Have you people noticed that when Baba Mohbad talked to us that the wife was the one that called him? Think of it. The wife was the one that called him. And then they were going, oh. When they got to a particular point, he said they then called them. Yeah. He didn't tell us the third person that was with them. Oh. Later on is when Folashade said she was the one. We didn't know that. Oh. Yeah. Folashade claimed she was the one that saw the blood. She too was there. But Mama Mohbad didn't see the blood, but she said she told Mama Mohbad that even Iya Mohbad saw the blood. Are you people seeing it? These people didn't come out to agree. Everybody just they talk their own story different. He didn't tell us that this daughter told him. Baba wo ló máa mú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mọ́ra. All he saw was that ẹ jẹ́ ká pín ogún, ká ṣáà ti pín ogún, ó ti para ẹ̀ náà, káwa ti pín ogún ni. Do you understand? Now, they got to the place. They claimed he went upstairs to steal chain. How far that is true? In fact, before I was saying it's not possible. Now I can't say so. I can't say if it is true, if it is a lie, because of what I have seen so far on the social media that he has displayed. So I cannot side him to say he didn't steal chain. It's possible he stole chain. It's possible he didn't steal chain. Because all of them, they are all liars. Are you getting me? Now, he got there. He claimed he saw his child under the stairway. Why has Baba Mama Mohbad that he was with not said that till tomorrow? So where was Mama Mohbad? Maybe they went together. If she had seen such a, why has she not agreed to the fact that even she saw people, lawyer, Davido Kinikon, why has she not said that? Meaning, why, if at least when they got there, they were, at least for them to call each other, they must be in at least a good term a bit now. No, it was Yatunde that went with them to Ikorodu on the boat. Who is Yatunde?
No, it was Yatunde and Iya Mohbad. The three of them met. Yatunde met them at the boat, on the boat, you know.
And so
and
other people forgetting that Falasha, they said she saw the blood too.
that was the next day. I guess that was the next day, not the same day.
You are guessing. I don't know. Me, I do not know. I don't know if it's Yatunde because they didn't say it. Me, I guess it is Folashade. For Folashade to say, oh, we know rí. Now, the question we should be asking, when he entered, where was Mama Mohbad now? Where was Mama Mohbad now? In all of this story. Where was she? And the third person that was with them, where were all of them? Why are they not? Why can't they say Baba Mohbad did not steal chain and he didn't go? They all saw the blood together. Why is the story all different? Why is everybody saying different stories? Why is at least if they saw this story, if what he told us is true, there should be the wife saw it too, definitely. Why is she not saying it's true? They have scraped and he mentioned Tuesday to us. Meanwhile, if it is true that the boy had died on Monday, are you making sense for me? Mama Mohbad had made the mistake to say it. That's why Mama Mohbad is not backing up his story, because she wasn't with him on Tuesday. All those stories they told us, they should go back and rewrite it. They are all lying. All of them lied to us. They were lying to us. None of them. You talk to this one, the story is not same. At least if, as a mother, you followed your husband to somewhere and saw it, that day they came and you will also say the same thing. You will also say the same thing. You will also say you saw the blood. At least the man will say, Weje. There will be at least a witness. They are all liars. You will at least the father ran upstairs. He so clean. Meanwhile, they said he went to steal chain. But at least you will call the mother of the child and say, Ejere. The way he described the blood is something they won't be able to ignore. The mother too will know, I saw the blood. It's not Folashade that will come and be telling her that I saw the blood. Do you understand? So their story is not adding up. This one told us this. This one told us this. This one later then told us another thing. They are all lying. Mother liar, father liar, Darosha liar, Wumi liar, Adura liar. The only innocent person in that family is Liam, and I will continue to say it. His friends, DJ Bami, all of them liars. Spending, liar. All of them liars. Go and check their story. None of it is same. And the whole incident happened with them. And none of them have been able to tell us one thing that we can correlate and say, okay, hey, it's beginning to make sense. None of them. None of them have been able to tell us something that's why the police, if we that have been listening to the story from beginning, from this terrible family, I will say it. If Nigeria wants to rewrite the story of families, Mohbad's family, because he's a star, they should put his family history in the story of Nigeria, the most terrible family in our country. They should write their story and then banish them from our country. Banish them from our country. They are a living, terrible example. I have never seen such a father, such a mother, such a wife, such a brother, such an uncle, such an auntie, Folashade included, such an in-law, Mohbad's in-laws. I have never seen. They are liars. His friends, they are all liars. That's why their case, they can't get anything from the court. You want to bet with me? I am not saying it from the side of dislike for Mo. No, I am saying it from the side of the law. The courts can't help such issue because no evidence to back up what is truly that died Mohbad. It is the family that are meant to help us. But it's a case of homicide. And homicide case needs facts and evidences. We cannot deal with a case that the whole family, they are lying. No facts to back it up. No evidences to back up. If now, did they buy more? They brought us one story for us that he hit his head on the trailer. We push him. If Baba Mohbad has seen that, if he has seen it, is he meant to go and bury his child? If Blessing called him and told him that her brother is dead, he at least only in Koti Adura Amati Sofun, and she went there. What is the thing? Till tomorrow, Arin won lo kú sí.
Baba even used his mouth to say that Darosha told him not to go and bury that child, that they should do autopsy. But Baba Yari, he went ahead and buried the child. He used his mouth to say it now on his own live.
That's even if they say if it's true that Darosha said it, Darosha too is a liar. Darosha is a liar. I don't care if he said it. He was the one that went to change.
Baba said it. Baba said it
He was
by
the one that
himself.
went to change all Mohbad's, and you know that is company.
All his catalog at the immunization.
Mobilization. He is
Yeah.
the one. He's the manager. The other manager.
No, he's the PA.
He's the PA.
He is the PA.
I don't know. I shall know that.
Now,
I want
I was
to.
told that they said that he went to buy Benz last year. He's not using Benz, the new new latest Benz.
You tell me, is it not Mohbad's money? Nobody can tell me anything. It is Mohbad's money. Shala Shade said that boy had money before. Where? Who knew him? Talo Moy, me lórí àtàn. That's why, as Joe Frame is saying that they are chopping money, Itu is now using that to chop the public. Itu is of no help. He doesn't want justice for his child. He just wants money. And I believe, Temitope Peter, tó bá tiẹ̀ pè mí láṣẹ́wó, I know it's a fake ID. Tó bá pè mí láṣẹ́wó, ṣó máa pàṣẹ́wó tèmi gbé mi. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ níṣẹ́. Bọ́n bá wo gbogbo yín pọ̀ nsìn. Ẹ̀ níṣẹ́. Ayé gbogbo yín ti bàjẹ́. Ayé yín ó ti bàjẹ́. Ẹ̀ níṣẹ́. Iṣẹ́ kó lọ wá nǹkan ṣe. Tó bá yá sí tíwọ náà bá l'accident tí ojú ẹ̀ tó fọ́ mọ́bi tó wà nísìn. Ẹ̀ ní sọ pé ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad ló kọ̀ sí ẹ̀ fún yín. Gbogbo yín tẹ́ ń da justice for Mohbad, tẹ́ lọ fún tẹ́ da gbogbo justice. Tí ìwọ náà bá tí kọ́kọ́ bá tún ṣe wọ́n sìn. Gbogbo yín igbe ẹkún nínú ilé yín sìn. Láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà, all of you that has a hand in the destruction of this boy's justice. Gbogbo yín pátá, àánú yín ṣe mí. Just Mohbad is coming for all of you. He's coming for all of you. Ẹyọ kọ̀ọ̀kan lẹ máa gbé sí yín. Ṣé mo pa ṣẹ́wó tèmi pé òbòmí ni mo fi ń ṣe. But ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ lọ́wọ́ nínú destruction of this justice for Mohbad. Igbe ẹkún ò mà ní tọ́nu lẹ́yìn. Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Mohbad, ẹ̀yin náà máa fi irun mú. Ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí yín. Ìwọ tó wà lórí inú ID yẹn, èsì tí mo máa fún ẹ nìyẹn. Ìwọ náà tó mọ irú.
I want to roboskeshi.
Yes, o máa feel nǹkan tí Mohbad feel. Ibi tó wà yẹn, tó ara ní ọmọ yẹn, ìwọ náà máa feel ẹ. Èmi ò bá yín ṣe justice for Mohbad mọ́. Ó yẹ kí o mọ̀. I'm only talking in respect of ẹ̀sìn tẹ́ tún lọ ṣe ń court, then waste the time court. Kò ń sọ pé I'm just giving people reminder. So let me block you. Okay? Block forever.
Block is allowed.
Block is mo máa ń block wọn kiri ní ọmọ lọ́mọ láàrin èmi ọmọ lọ́mọ. So gbogbo yín. Oh, sorry, I muted it. So I'm so ashamed. I can't believe that Sanshitu can allow himself do that. I'm still like, I'm not sure he really did it. But party ò jẹ́ kí n ráyè. Mo kàn wò pé, can this be true? That's why I'm asking. Okay? Really? Can this be true that Sanshitu called back asking that why? I'm thinking his son, he's dead on arrival. In case it cool on arrival. I hope he didn't get paid for that. I hope he didn't get paid. I hope he just carry along, just, because
why would he get paid?
No, why would they pay him? He's supposed to advise his client as well and say,
Yeye Kudi. They are also telling him that they want that he must go and for appeal. He must go and appeal the case. That they paid him. They contributed 50 million, 5 million for him. Now they've raised 14 million.
No, they can't pay him for what this recent thing he did. He's dead on arrival.
They paid him. They say appeal. So they've raised 14 million.
Okay.
They've raised 14 million.
Okay. I'm projecting it for you people again. Except there are new evidences to back it up. If it's still on what time or you that the public is aware of Tiwosofun, is still going to get the same answer. Egbelosi the Supreme Court. They are still going to come back and tell you people, woman discharge the case in any. Write it down, except new evidences to back it. You must produce it. They have to give you people new evidences. Do you understand? Without that, if it's pending based on what so far they got that we are aware of,
Jẹ́ kí n ka argument wọn fún yín kẹ́ ẹ gbọ́ argument wọn. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ kí n kà fún yín because it's not funny anymore. It's not really freaking funny. DPP, DPP.
Fún mi ti kú. Facebook ti kú. A máa ṣe ti Facebook. Akínọláìyá ni mo fẹ́ ṣe. Mo kàn ní kí n béèrè lọ́wọ́ Bossman pé kí lẹ wá sọ. I saw people updating pé they lost.
Ìtorí àwọn Facebook mo dẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ kà o, ó ti wá kú.
Facebook mi ti kú. My phone is not charged.
But gbogbo àwọn tó wà lórí TikTok ti mọ WhatsApp tẹ́lẹ̀.
Okay. Mi Facebook mi ti kú, ó ṣẹ̀ kú sí i. Mi ò charge ẹ̀, mo gbàgbé ara mi. Mo kàn ń sọ̀rọ̀ ni. Ọ̀rọ̀ Akínọláìyá ni mo fẹ́ sọ. I was parting.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá gbọ́ bí àwọn DPP ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ mi báyìí Yeye Kudi, ojú máa gbà mí sí o. So you reckon can you wá gbọ́ ni?
Yeah. I know they're most likely going to advise the son because I can't believe it that a son will... Okay, read it because I didn't read it. I've not seen it. I only heard. I just saw an headline.
Yeah. Joseph
have no evidences.
Yeah, Joseph Aloba is suing for on behalf of the Aloba's family, why the Attorney General and the Director of Public Prosecution, DPP, are listed as the respondents. The Lagos High Court, sitting in Ikeja, has fixed July 2, 2025 for its judgment in the application by the father of late singer Mohbad, Mr. Joseph Aloba, seeking permission to quash the DPP's legal advice and court proceedings, which freed Neramali Samilari on allegations of being involved in Mohbad's fight. Justice Taiwo Olatokun fixed the date after taking arguments for and against the application from counsel presenting the application, Mr. Aloba, senior advocate of Nigeria, Wahab Shitu, and Joke Amakri, who represented the respondents. The applicant, Mr. Joseph Aloba, is suing for and on behalf of Aloba's family, while the Attorney General of Lagos State and the DPP, Director of Public Prosecution, are listed as the respondents. Senior Advocate Wahab Shitu cited a lack of fair hearing as one of the grounds for the application. In his application, Mr. Aloba had said the DPP's legal advice freeing the deal of Neramali and Samilari preempted the presiding and proceedings of the coroner inquest, which is yet to conclude its inquiries and sitting into the cause of fight of the late Mohbad. He noted that vital suspects mentioned and implicated in the coroner proceedings have been freed by the DPP's legal advice. In their counter affidavit, filed June 24, a legal assistant in the office of the DPP, Ayinde Ibrahim, deposed that, contrary to the submission of Mohbad's father, the suspect who was released by the legal advice were not acquitted, but were only discharged. Do you understand lying? All right?
Acquitted, but were only discharged.
Yes. The deponent said he was informed of the fact of the case by one Mr. Akinde Oluwaseun, Chief State Counsel in Directorate of Public Prosecution, which fact he believed. In the document, Ibrahim states that the respondent admits paragraph 8 of the affidavit in support of the motion only to the extent that its officers participated at the hearing of the inquest into the plight of the late Oladimeji Aloba and all to the extent that upon conclusion of investigation by the police investigators into the plight of the deceased, the investigators forwarded a duplicate case file to the office of the second respondent, the DPP, for the purpose of review and issuance of legal advice. Contrary to the deposition in paragraph 4 and generally in the applicant affidavit, the suspects who were relieved by the second respondent's legal advice were not acquitted but were only discharged. The respondent denies the deposition in paragraph 7 of the applicant affidavit in support of the presiding coroner is yet to pronounce a verdict which implicates the released suspects. While asking the court to dismiss Mr. Aloba's application in the interest of justice, the respondent traced the process of obtaining the DPP's legal advice, the role of the DPP, the kind of information, notably the criminal case file, which the DPP and neither the coroner nor the applicant had access to, and concluded that there was no facts disclosed which linked Naira Marley, Sam Larry, Prime Boy, and Obiri Babatunde directly or remotely to the plight of Mohbad. A situation which formed the basis of the DPP's advice, freeing them. He said, contrary to the deposition in paragraph 8 of the applicant affidavit, he said Oluwaseun Akinde Esquire, from his experience as a counsel, knows as a fact that the police is bound to send duplicates case files to the respondent in any case file which a prima facie case of an offense triable by of information is disclosed, such as the one under reference is disclosed. Further to the above, the respondent states that at no time did the presiding coroner into the death of Mohbad of the deceased issue any directive that mandated the respondent to inform it of the conclusion of the second respondent's review of the duplicate case file, which is the conclusion captured in the legal advice, sought to be quashed by the applicant. The second respondent was not instructed to halt its mandatory statutory review of the case file, nor ordered by its first respondent or the presiding coroner of the chief coroner for the Lagos State to inform the honorable presiding coroner whenever it was ready to issue the legal advice. In addition, the respondent states that it was the police investigators who for the purpose of remand proceedings pending their conclusion of investigation presented the suspect before the honor Mrs. A.O. or Latubosu, who subsequently remanded that while awaiting the legal advice of the Directorate of Public Prosecution, the DPP advice. The Lagos investigators were not instructed by His Honor's Mrs. A.O. or Latubosu or the first respondent, nor were the investigators under any statutory duty as any part of the investigation to inform the presiding coroner that it was forwarding or had forwarded the duplicate case file to the office of the respondents. The police investigator and the respondent working on a prima facie criminal inference of the plight of the deceased and independent of the presiding coroner. The respondents answerable only to the presiding magistrate who ordered the remand pending the issuance of and to whom the legal advice was forwarded to when it was issued. The trust of the intervention of the presiding coroner into the plight of the late Ilerioluwa Aloba is different from the statutory duty of the respondent as pertain to the police case file. Why the presiding coroner mandate is to determine who is the deceased, when the deceased died, where the deceased died, and how the deceased died. That is the man and how the deceased died. The mandate of the respondent, particularly the second respondent, is to determine if there were any prima facie criminal inference enclosed against of the suspect in duplicate case file forwarded to it. The respondent vehemently denies paragraph 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 of the affidavit in support of the motion and states that the vehement therein exists only in the realm of imagination of the applicants, and thereby put him to the strictest proof of the allegations. The respondent states further that neither the presiding coroner nor the applicant have access to the criminal case file to ascertain and appreciate the legal basis that formed the conclusion reached by the respondent in the legal advice. The applicant did not personally conduct any or engage private investigators who investigated and found incriminating evidence that establishes the ability of any of the individuals discharged by the second respondent legal advice for the tide of his son. Upon a total legal review of the case file by the second respondent, there was no fact disclosed that linked Mr. Abdulaziz Fashola, aka Neramali, Mr. Samson Balogun Eletu, aka Samilari, and Owoduni Ibrahim, aka Prime Boy, and Opere Babatunde directly or remotely to and for the tide of the deceased. The applicant and the other individuals who testified at the inquest hearing into the plight of the deceased did not provide any new, credible, and verifiable facts distinct from what were stated in the case file forwarded by the police investigators to the second respondent, which directly or remotely linked Mr. Abdulaziz Fashola, aka Neremali, Mr. Samalari, and Prime Boy, and also sort of. The applicant in the application have not placed any material facts other than speculative statements and conjectures such that could have faulted the second respondent legal advice, and it is in the interest of justice to dismiss this application against the respondent. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Bossman. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you read this. In fact, I thought maybe, it's just what I've been saying. And it's like, I'm with them in their office and they are doing this. It's just the same thing I've just said. Well, I didn't even hear this. So, and I didn't even read this. So, she's gladly, and obviously, I'm surprised that they have to write this out for a son. I'm surprised that they have to.
That is what I've been saying since yesterday. I was live for 15 hours and they were using me till I said I want to sweat the first one. I'm only laughing at that a whole DPP is talking to his son like this.
I'm surprised because, as a son, you're supposed to know better. We should know better. It shouldn't be a son and a DPP that would
No.
have. Anyway, most of them, the DPPs, most of them also have this legal understanding and they also have that. Some of them are even lawyers. To be sincere, they are lawyers.
The son responded, and this is what the son have to
say.
After was the argument. What I just read is the argument, not the verdict of the court. All right. Look at what the son said after they lost the case.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Are you there? Ó dà pé boss man mute yẹn. Boss man, are you somebody?
tó bá jẹ́ ti sọ àṣẹ yìí pé báyìí ló ti fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan sílé ẹjọ́ tó lè yẹ
What's this? Boss man.
òfin nàìjíríà ló fún àtàlù àṣẹ yìí wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́ ti sọ àṣẹ yìí pé báyìí ló ti fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan sílé ẹjọ́ tó lè yẹ òfin nàìjíríà ló fún àtàlù
Boss man.
agbára.
You can't hear me, Yeye Kudi. You can't hear me.
Oh, no, we can't. Okay, is it the sound that is talking?
Yeah. Saying that it's in Yoruba that Ashayen wa lower DPP and Anthony General pé is the òfin Nigeria. Lo ariwo kopo níbi tó ti fún interview Sani yẹn. That Ashayen, let me play it so you can hear it for yourself.
Pé aṣọ wo?
àṣẹ yìí wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́ ti sọ àṣẹ yìí pé báyìí ló ti fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan sílé ẹjọ́ tó lè yẹ.
What I was trying to say is that only Ashayen wa lower Anthony General of Lagos. Pé kò tó bá dẹ̀ ti sọ kò sẹ́ni tó lè yẹ̀.
I don't understand.
Ashayen wa lower Anthony after the lost as that means he has the power to do and undo. He's just referring that the DPP, the Anthony General is a powerful. He has the power to do and undo.
Do and undo what? That he brought a case and the Attorney General is saying that he's not saying anything that makes sense.
To choose who to prosecute. It's the way you were saying it. You can interpret that in English. I don't understand the remaining Yoruba that he was saying. He said Ashayen wa lower, which means that he has the power to do and undo.
So he accepted that's okay.
Yes, that's what he's saying here. And I was like, so why you know that? So why did you go there unprepared?
Okay.
And you allowed the DPP to.
Maybe they just tried their luck, but sometimes when you try luck,
our supporters also we pay. I offer break a record in. I offer break a record.
you can't try things without thinking. You have to also know that everything you do, you need to look at it legally. Is this what I'm about to do? Does it make sense in the court of law? What are they going to do about it? Are they going to throw it out? So definitely they will throw cases like this out. If I'm sincere here. No, we can't, no sentiments, we can't, and emotions. And you see, speculative is what they are speculating. Hearsay. Those things don't hold water. You can't say such things. They are not facts. They are not evidences. They are not nothing. So you can't go to court based on that. It's like you are even wasting the court's time. Do you know? You are wasting the court, and here is to favor the son that will go and represent you people and you'll be paying. Who cares? That's none of my own business. I'm not going to be bothered about that. It's none of my business because my money is not involved. But I just would think that we should not be making a caricature of the court and also caricature of the people, the public. Like, why are you raising hopes? Like giving people hopes where there's no hope. We should sit down and say, oh yeah, this case, they brought it again. Okay, this is what they are asking me to take to the court. And does it make sense? Is there any new evidence? Is this what court will... You should also be in a position to advise your client and say, we are making a caricature of the court and also the public. We are raising hope for nothing because definitely we know that they are going to discharge it. That should not, it should not even be a son that we should say that to. You understand? Because they know better. You know? they know better. You understand? So when I saw the headline in one of these blogs, I was like, they've carried what? And I was hoping that I will see, they brought about new facts, new evidences, So upon reading it, I saw that they were still minuting on the old story. And I'm thinking they are going to throw out this. This is nonsense. This is a waste of time. Yeah. And so I wasn't surprised at the verdict. I wasn't surprised at it. And it's clearly stated there by the attorney, it's clearly stated there by the DPPs that they are only discharged and not, it's not about acquitted. So acquitted, if they are not acquitted, meaning if they see anything, because if they are acquitted, can't bring them back.
Thank you, Yeye. That's what I was telling them.
They can't bring them back. Are you getting me? They are only discharged because there's no new. Oh, bring new evidences. It's a homicide case. You understand? If there are things that Wumi, especially Wumi, and if possible, Adura, and if possible, DJ Bami, the people that were around him, if there are evidences they have that within 24 hours of his demise that involved these people, that involved them, do you understand, towards the demise of Mo, that is what the court will listen to. That is a case. That is a case. In fact, a new book, a new chapter. They will start the case all over again because these people that were discharged, they will be brought back. Well, you can't just minute on all those videos that you people brought out. Then I saw Sam Larry, I don't know if it's recent, I saw him saying that they should bring out a video of where he touched Mo. That's important as well. Do you understand? In fact, can I shock you people? If you bring out a video of where he touched Mo, and it's not within maybe, let's even say a week or 3 days or 4 days to his demise, if it's a video of 2022 and Mo died September 2023, it's still irrelevant. It's still not a nothing new. You have to bring it, but for us to even ascertain bullying, but yes, these people really bullied him, which that is a different case. Truly, he was bullied. Do you understand? These people bullied him. Yes, that is a different thing. But unfortunately, the case was not handled during his lifetime. Do you understand? The case was not handled. It was not reported to the police. Mo himself did not take the case up. He didn't follow it up. He didn't, when he was asked to come back, he didn't do anything. So they can't do anything about it. Are you making sense for it? But yes, we can stand on the fact that he was bullied. Yes, he was bullied. But are they the cause? Was it the cause of his demise? He still had a show on a Sunday. He died. We are not sure now the day he died. They are not telling us. Monday or Tuesday. Do you understand? He still had a show. He was still, you understand, very vibrant, looking so good. In fact, I still laugh at the top that he wore. I know it's fashion. The top is like when you are 20 and you wear this size shirt of top of someone that is 4 years old. And I know it's fashion. He wore it, a small top that looked like a tank top, and he wore a long top because he's really a tall boy. I did see him during his lifetime, but I know he's a guy that knows what cutes him. Very elegant, you understand, very charismatic, So he wore it, and the top was looking like it was short at the back, and he was looking very happy. At least, if not happy, let me use the word, he was looking ready for his show. And we saw him down. So we have to have something that shows that they bullied him that day, beat him, and that led to even them calling the nurse to treat him. Do you make sense? That is all the DPP is asking for. That we can't deal with all this nonsense you people are giving us. The wife, the work, his co-workers, his friends. We are not, they are speculations. We need something that leads us that these people were the cause of his demise. And if you table that for us, they will bring them back. Are you making sense from it?
Yeah.
You don't even need to be a lawyer
arguing that
to understand this.
And they were also arguing They were also arguing that why is the rush? Why is it that they want to quickly charge spending on the nurse? That's another second argument.
That's not a matter of rush. Do you know when this boy died? My dear ones, do you know when this boy died? If they do not charge them, the nurse will not then say, they have to charge somebody. Because, yes, wait, let me talk, please. Yes, glaringly, if it is true they injected Mohbad with what medically we understand through the vein, intravenous, the injection that girl gave through the vein, they are not meant to give it through the vein. They said it was after he took the injection. But the question still remains. If they do not do it, it's a case of homicide. Tell me, who are they going to charge? Tell me. They have to charge the nurse. Then the nurse will then say, Èmi kọ́ o, mi ò rí láyé o. They need to charge the nurse. If she doesn't have a hand in the demise of the boy, then she will say, Èmi kọ́ o, mi ò bá láyé o. I'm only a bit here o. I didn't meet him alive o. I will do Alaya's issue. Let me listen to the woman's side very well. I don't want to just come and talk the little side that. So right now, if you notice, this corona is what we call fact finding. It is not yet the trial. So if they are going to start trial, they have to start with what they have. The link they have towards this boy's demise. You understand? It's just that they only can tell us that they gave him injection. And it's the nurse. They will have to charge her for not being a professional. And of course, she led to the demise of Mo. If it is not true, she will say, no, I didn't give any injection like that. And if he's the one, she has to go to jail for it. And they also have to charge the person who recommended the nurse, who is spending. And if it's not the one, he will say, no, I didn't do it. Oh, I didn't do it. But he knows the truth. He will then say it's truth. So I think they are right in charging these two people to get us closer to justice for the boy. If nothing at all, they will go to jail for not intentional, because there must be intent. If it's intentional, they buy the boy in court. You don't know. So they will sort it out in the court. The court will handle the matter. Yeah. Then if they go to jail for maybe manslaughter or murder, first degree, second degree, then that's it. That's the fairest thing they can do, because every other family, they have been lying. They are not telling us the truth. They have been lying. So what do you want us to do? What do you want the court to do? I'm sorry, I'm not the court. So what do you want the court to do? There's nothing else. It's not since 2023. This boy has been in the government morgue. Nobody is paying for that space. The boy is not even there anymore. We know. It's just his tissue. His maybe skeleton upcoming now. Then you still want them to hold on to it when there's no new evidence of anything forthcoming. Nothing is forthcoming. Everything they would have used for evidence, the money that was raised by the public, Mohbad's frame, they've spent it to do other things. Nothing else is forthcoming. So what you people want to hear? No, there's nothing else. You can't charge Naira Marley and Sam Larry to courts except you have evidence of something that they did that moment, that period. It's a homicide case. You must have it. You can't be talking about relationship or fight of 2022 and somebody died 2023. It's just common sense. Please. It's not possible. The court doesn't work that way. That is my line. It doesn't work. It's only illiterates or people that have no understanding, emotions that will go to, and the court will never allow you people to come and talk. They won't allow you people to come and talk because you people are not making any sense. You have to deal with things medically, bring experts on board, That's what we call legal way and lawsuit. Okay, so that is it. It's not in a hurry since 2023. There's no hurry at all since 2023. We are in 2025. In few months, it's 2 years. What kind of case is that? What kind of case is that? What kind of case is that? The coroner, they have to conclude it. They need to end it because they are not bringing up any new facts. Coroner is for fact finding. When they are not seeing anything new, they will conclude it. Hence, they are charging those two nearest clue to court. The trial begins. The trial begins. So the coroner is not seeing anything more. All they can see is what they have brought, and that's why they have charged. So there's nothing else. Which Yeye inquest are they doing? They are not finding any new facts. Nothing is forthcoming. So killer and back. In fact, I personally think that coroner is just to waste the public's time. For me, I personally think it's a waste of time. That coroner that they are doing. It's a public waste of time. It's a waste of time. So there's no need. The DPP, I think they've done it right by charging those two people to court. Yeah. Then if you have more truth, and the two of them should be able to say what they know, if they have said their truth, and then they will look at it from that aspect, and then they will decide if spending has a hand by recommending a quack nurse, and the quack nurse went to inject and they pied. That's the closest link. Or no, I'm not the one. No, it's the wife. Oh, they are the one. What did you see when you came to treat him? What happened? Did he hit his head on the wall? Was there any? If there's nothing like that, so who do you expect them to hold? If you can't accept those two, then go to the court. Go and tell them in the court. But I know the court supersedes everything. Nothing you people can do. You can just be here talking. It doesn't affect the court anyway. The court supersedes everything. You can't be here and be dealing with emotions. You can't be here and be saying, Sam Larry was chasing him with cane. Did you see the beating? Bring it out. And what year was that? What year did Mohbad fight? It's two different things. It's two different things. So, so that's it, boss man. That's it, boss man. It's just it's very straightforward case.
I was even trying to indicate that if you want to talk about the bully, you cannot conjoin the bully of Mohbad with the waiting quiet Mohbad. No.
Exactly. You can only, let me tell you, in law, assuming there's an evidence of where he was being beaten, you understand? Where he was being beaten, and maybe calls on all those things that, like the wife so claimed in the beginning, where she came to give us some fallacy stories. You understand? And then Mohbad wa parai. Do you understand? That is it. You understand?
Now, Kudi,
do you understand? But in this case, of that
bully, Kudi, they want to treat the bully separately.
Homicide case, homicide.
Now, they want to treat
what led to them calling the nurse? Kilo wa pa, ijo wo lo ku, ohun ni ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀. It has nothing to do with what happened a year before. He didn't buy himself. Kò pa ara ẹ̀. Wọ́n pa ni. Bóyá abẹ́rẹ́ ló wá pa o. Bóyá wọ́n ti ṣubú ó kú ni o. Bóyá wọ́n bàjà, bóyá wọ́n nà ni o. Ìyẹn la wa ò mọ̀. That's what we, the public, don't know. So his family, his wife, his brother, his workers, spending the music, the waiting be that one name. What's that boy that spoke in his name starts with this?
Lifestyle.
No, not lifestyle. The guy that spoke in court the day Wunmi them spoke.
Spending.
No, not spending. The short guy. What's his name?
Darosha.
No, not Darosha.
DJ Bami.
DJ Bami. I need the DJ Bami. They are the ones that knows what spied him. Àwọn ló mọ̀ òótọ́. So, to me, if they ask me, they are supposed to charge all these people to court. But if they charge the nurse and the spending, I think it's good. They should be able to come and say more in the court of law. Yeah, I think it's good. It's getting us closer to what spied him. That corona lawyer, you people are just wasting your time. Because no new fact is forthcoming. What can Jamie spy? What to long break? One mommy. No more. Nothing new is forthcoming. Nothing new is forthcoming. So from there, about more so more. They will speak more. They will speak out more when they see jail for them like this. They will speak out. They will say more when they are being interrogated in the court of law. You understand? If you questioning, more may come up. You don't know. That's why they didn't discharge and acquit. They didn't acquit those other people. Things may come up. You never know. But that they should just leave it. They don't charge anybody. They will still be going to the corona and be wasting time. It doesn't worth it now. The case shouldn't have even extended to this time. It shouldn't have gone to this time. In fact, most cases should have been concluded since, if not for his family. I'm telling you, is his family. I've never seen a case like most cases before. A straightforward case. They are the ones that made it up 2 years case. It's a straightforward case. Homicide case is always very straightforward. It's a criminal law case, homicide, very straightforward. But most family made it this long. Elongate it. O kàn ṣe wá báyìí, o kàn dá wá báyìí, o kàn dá wá báyìí, o kàn dá wá ribo, o kàn fi wá jẹun ni. So I think the court is tired of them. The police department, the DPP, they are tired of them, the family. They want to go and sort it out. That's why they want the trial to commence, which I think is reasonable. Yes, it's reasonable. Reasonable. And when the trial commences, they don't say they should bury the boy. They don't know what they can do with him. They've done all what they can do with him.
No DNA, no burial.
I mean, who is holding him not to do DNA? He's the one delaying the DNA now. Why can't he go and do the DNA? I bet they should go and sit down.
I've told people yesterday that for the DNA part, Omato next year, DNA or December this year.
Yeah,
Omato Yeye January was on phone. So yesterday again, once of in the new fact, you see, after December, and this is my breakdown. You could December. Number one, as of today, Baba Mohbad, Wunmi has been ready to do DNA since last year. Those appointments ready for that DNA. Baba Mohbad is already delay because on change the lawyer. Now, the lawyer to match a DNA. Only my application wọlé, right? Yeye Kudi. All right. Agba application wọlé we pay òun ni new lawyer tó ń fẹ́ take over. At least ó máa introduce her as a judge àbí. Pé òun ni new lawyer. All right. Before they will put application, now we are already in July. The court will soon go to recess. They'll go for summer break in this July. And when they go to July, it's a long break. They will come back in September. Yeah. They will come back in September. And when they come in September, it will be September 30 something. So they will answer them, you know what? For the hearing will now be in October. Oh, so you understand that it's taking over for my lover. Oh, okay. See your application, okay. They will reach out to Wunmi's lawyer. Have you heard that the lover He's bringing new lawyer to represent him. Oh, and okay. They will send another letter to the former lawyer. Former lawyer. Oh, they said that they are bringing new lawyer. Oh, are you okay? Are you aware of it? If the lawyer said that okay, I'm okay, or if the lawyer wants to contest it, if they are still owing the lawyer, I want contest it. Another one year.
Yeye o. Àwọn ọmọ
Another-
àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà àwọn ò mú bàbá Mohbad kan mú mọ́lẹ̀ kó swipe ẹnu ẹ̀ kó gba DNA lẹ́nu
Yeye
ẹ̀
Kudi,
kó
ó
lọ ṣe
dàbẹ̀
test
ni
kó
pé-
lọ ṣe test
Yeye Kudi, ó
because
dàbẹ̀ ni pé-
ibi tọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀ máa dé nìyẹn wọ́n máa kì í mọ́lẹ̀ ni wọ́n á gbégbó kíní sample yẹn wọ́n á swipe gbogbo saliva ẹnu ẹ̀ wọ́n á dẹ̀ gba blood test wọ́n dẹ̀ filẹ̀ kó máa bá gbogbo rẹ̀ dáadáa lọ.
a máa sọ mọ́ọ̀gì yẹn di burial ground fún Mohbad because
Because
Yeye
the DNA is that's the foremost thing that should have been
Yeye Kudi
checked
said,
now.
look at the breakdown. Oh.
Who can
Now,
ṣe bó ṣe wù wọ́n
if
DNA?
the lawyer,
Your friend
if
will ṣe DNA.
Yeye Kudi said, Emma will game.
No, at a point, she too was dodging DNA.
Yeah,
That
at
just
least what he ready will meet Yeye Kudi.
wọ́n avoid
The
ẹ̀.
fact is
but she too was
since
dodging it.
October.
Gbogbo wọn
Yes.
dodge, gbogbo wọn
Since
kàn wait
October.
time wa. But now
Yeye Kudi.
she is, I know.
Yeye Kudi,
I
ẹ kí fún yín breakdown. Ẹ kí fún yín breakdown.
Ready o.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí fún yín breakdown. Now, tí lọ́yà bá ní pé òun máa contest ni pé wọ́n sì ń jó òun lówó o, àbí wọ́n jó òun lówó o. Dọ́jà wá ní pé former lawyer sọ pé ṣe jó òun lówó àbí ẹ̀ jó òun lówó. That is between them. Tó bá wá gbà, good for them. Tó bá gbà o, according to what they are saying, that the son said that òun fẹ́ abolish agreement tí the former lawyer ti ṣe pẹ̀lú Wùmí. Tó bá wá gbà, tó bá wọlé o, ànúbà, court o, DNA court o. I want to abolish the agreement that you guys have had with this Wumi. I want to start fresh. Wumi, do you agree? Why do you want to abolish it? Another 1 year? God,
Sorry, ọ̀rọ̀ DNA.
if Wumi contest that,
wọ́n lè tún máa gba owó lọ àwọn èèyàn á tún máa send wọn lówó lọ àwọn bloggers wọ́n ti sọ̀rọ̀ pa story wọn àwọn èèyàn tún feel sorry for the situation pé kíní máa ń pẹ́ ńlẹ̀ ṣé help lọ nídìí ni ṣé financial situation ó ṣe kí n kọ àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà tọ́jú máa yìí mọ́ báyìí àwọn ọmọ ìyà ń jẹ ìgbà kan wo nǹkan tó ń ṣe nìyẹn they are milking the situation wọ́n milk ẹ̀bẹ̀ tó ń fún wàrà because what milking it brings a more financial stability for them.
Exactly.
And not milking it brings everything to a sudden closure. And to my own feeling, I think the reality is they might know something that makes them even guilty as well. And they won't say it because obviously want to okay, there's a possibility of building a financial empire. As long as we and we as Nigerians, diaspora, we don't have an idea how much people are putting down individually all around the world. Because one, the feeling I have for this situation, you might not have it. Somebody else might not have it. So now, individually, you get a blogger, gbogbo kíní ti happen, ó ti ṣe kíní kan, báwo làwọn family yẹn, ọmọ lọ́mọ. We are an emotional race on this planet.
That's true.
And there's nothing on earth that makes us a victim than our emotions. Either financial victim, marital victim, social victim, spiritual victim, your emotions.
That's true.
So now these people successfully change their life, change their circumstances from the individual emotional, financial assistance that they have been able to acquire over the time. So now their eyes are open because obviously the boy's death would, the boy's existence would have never brought them so much as that. So now they've got into a stage where, yeah, do you know what? F my son. It was silly anyway. But you know what? Let's see how far we can milk this until it dies down. They don't have any interest in all these things of justice or anything. No, they're just wasting Nigerian time. They're wasting the law enforcement time, and they're wasting the judiciary law time. So as long as there's financial gain and it continues to go, it's royalties, music, everything, they're having access to it. Me sharing that with them, they don't care. One, they knew that one way or the other, Mohbad had a fight. There were some injuries, there were traces of the red color, and so many more. So obviously, I think that the nurse that injected Mohbad knew something. The dad knows something fully well, honestly, because nobody tries to bury an evidence so quick as soon as that. And Nigerians are not holding him down, grab his phone. You know, how are they investigating is the thing. Because obviously everyone's phone, social media password and account has to be, you know, gotten. You don't put it down, you're gonna stay in prison. So if that mode of justice is being facilitated, I think the confusion the whole Nigerians are dealing with right about now would not be overwhelming. There would have been a total closure to all this a long time ago.
That's true.
So that's the reason I said the financial opportunities that comes with the demise of Mohbad would not make any one of them open up their mouth and say anything, especially when some password has been changed and so many other things. iCloud password has been changed, and and I would say as well, obviously, he's got some other software on his, some apps on his phone that has access to the old royalties of his music. All that is being confiscated because there's something behind. So come on, man, this is a multi-million business. This guy rose on Spotify to top #1 for a very flipping long time. You got American celebrities talking about it. So what the hell is going on? So it's not just, Jesus Christ. It's not just all about how we see it. This boy's death was worldwide. People needed to know. Everybody had interest that, okay, this is a scandal happening in the Nigerian Afrobeat music industry or Nigerian music industry generally. So, and Nigerians are actually out there kicking it, making money, getting fame. So, people wanted to that got people really interested in what was going on. So, but I'm saying, we do not have an idea how many people would have called through their emotional sadness and pain. Social media took this news and it was viral. It was viral. You see some crying, you see some shouting out of anger, you see some, pouring out their emotional post with pictures and all that attributed to it. So people got emotional. So people start putting out money from their own personal pocket.
That's true.
And we don't have an account of how much that family made on a daily basis, how much telephone calls they got, how much people they emotionally manipulated in between getting this financial outburst.